What is up? So, I know it's been like a month probably before my last video, but I finally got my new wheels and tires. And this is like the same exact weather the last time I was at this park when I was checking out how low my car was after adjusting my coilovers. But here they are. This is how they look. Oh yeah. Sick. They're pretty sick. I got gray ones at first. I'll probably just put a little clip in of what they looked like. And they were the wrong ones. And I almost thought about keeping them, but after all the hassle I went through to get these ones, the right ones, I kind of just had to go with the black ones. So it's actually starting to rain right now. But right now it's Friday night, and tomorrow and Sunday me and my brother are gonna go to the junkyard, and he wants to pull an engine from a junkyard Subaru to put in his Subaru that he got pretty recently, and it's lifted and stuff, but the timing belt slipped or something and actually blew his whole engine. So that really sucks for him, but hopefully we can get a new one for him. And yeah, but so I'll see you tomorrow. I'm gonna get out of this rain. Peace. What's up? All right, so I realized I haven't been recording any of this, but we ended up not going to the junkyard, thankfully. But my brother wanted to replace the power steering pump in this car right here. I'll show you his car. This is the car that he blew the engine on, that is currently not running at all. And we thought that they were the same exact engine, so we took apart his car and got the power steering fluid out, or the power steering pump rather. This is his. It's been sitting here for a little bit. It's got a little bit of pollen. It's a little dirty. But yeah, so we just took out the power steering pump out of there and went and bought some new belts and everything, thinking that it would just go straight into this Legacy, which that is a 2002 2.5 TS, and this is a 2001 Subaru Legacy. So, but thankfully there's like 9 auto parts stores around us, and we're gonna go ahead and go to O'Reilly's because they match prices, and we're gonna get the correct power steering pump, which is like $140, and we're gonna throw it in this car so that we can have everything done. But hopefully I'll remember when we get back, and I'll at least time lapse the sequence of us putting in the new power steering pump into this Subaru Legacy, because they were gonna get rid of this car, but with the situation they're gonna just keep it for now, and then he's gonna order a new engine offline for his TS, and then we'll be good from there. So to O'Reilly's. All right, so it is like 9:30 right now. I didn't even check. We just struggled with the most stupid little bolt ever to find out that the sliding bracket is actually there for a reason. So it was literally what we spent an hour and a half on that.
Yep.
So
bolts and
yeah, so
power steering pump. I just saw a shooting star.
it's good luck. Wish that we can finish this fucking tomorrow, but so right now we're gonna take the old power steering pump back to O'Reilly so we can get our core whatever back, core fee back, and then we're gonna come back tomorrow during the daylight and I'll show you how it's actually done. All right, so it's the next day. It's about 2:30, I think. Rain just stopped for a second. It's supposed to be done at like 4 o'clock completely, but I'll show you what our problem was. This right here is the power steering pump from my brother's car over there. That's the same car as this pretty much, and we thought it would fit right in, but after further inspection we found this is slightly different. This is where the banjo bolt goes in, but on this one the banjo bolt goes in on the top. And what we were struggling with last night is this bolt down here. This bracket right here is a sliding bracket, so that's supposed to go in after that bolt goes in, which would make this 10 times easier. But right now I'm gonna go ahead, take that bracket out and try and get that bolt in. My brother will be home in minutes and then he'll help us with it. So all right, I'm terrible at remembering to film stuff, but this is the little bracket right here. All we did was loosen that bolt down there. It came right off. It just slides up and off. And then that bolt down there went in super easily. We put that bracket back on, tighten it down, everything's good. There's only 3 bolts holding this bracket on. There's one, we've already put the coolant hose back on, so it's down there. And then this one's, we had trouble with that one right there, because when we were being stupid last night, we tried to tighten it while nothing was ready and kind of stripped the inside of the block. So when we pulled it back out, it actually had a little bit of aluminum in the threads. But we just put a bunch of thread lock on there and we're gonna let it dry up a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't fly out. But this thing's not going anywhere. It's in there solid. And so now the last step, we're throwing the belts back on. And
this is the tensioner bolt.
yeah, this is the tensioner. So we're loosening that so we can get the bolt on, and then we're gonna, yeah, so then fill the power steering, bleed it a little bit, and we should be done. All is good now. We literally got this done in 30 minutes, including our trip to the store. So all right, I'll film the bleeding process too, if I remember. My phone's gonna be right here on the tripod, so I remember. All right, so we got the belt tightened and everything. Everything's good. Now we're gonna jack up the vehicle, put 2 jacks under there, and we're just gonna put it in accessory. Twist the wheel all the way to the left, twist it all the way to the right. Wait till bubbles start coming out of the reservoir, and then we're gonna turn it on, make sure it works, make sure there's no squeaks, and we should be good from there. I'm just gonna leave the camera running right there, and pretty sure you can see everything. Yeah, everything's good. So time lapse. Though, all the way to lock. Yeah. Oh, there's a few bubbles. Yeah, keep going. It said you might have to do it 10-20 times. So.
Yeah.
2 hours later.
All right, so the video I watched said that you have to do it like 10 to 25 times probably, but we just did it a good 45 times, and there were still tiny little bubbles coming out. So I was checking for leaks on the top near the banjo bolt and stuff, making sure it wasn't leaking. It looks all right. There's a huge puddle of coolant down there and everything, so we might have to bleed the coolant system, but we got to add a little bit more fluid back in to top it off. And then we're gonna take it to the car wash and power wash this, and so we can see if any more leaks are coming out of any little places, because there's a bunch of sludge right there. So all right, we're gonna put back on the intake. We actually took off the legacy intake because there's like a little expansion joint right here that had like 3 tears in it. One was already duct taped, and then we took it off and it just ripped in half again. So we are just gonna put the 2.5 intake on. Yeah, look at that. So we're just gonna put the intake from his Subaru over there. We're gonna put that on here because this part is the same, but then the intake part, like on my car, it goes straight down into right here, but on this car it connects right there and goes out to the front of the hood. So we're gonna put that back on. I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. And just so you know, the banjo bolt was 29 foot-pounds of torque. All right, so one more step before we go to the car wash. We have to put more coolant in and bleed the coolant because this is actually a stream of coolant from taking off that hose. So I'm gonna set up the tripod again and we're gonna bleed the coolant. No more squeakage. Those are the struts. That'll be the next thing we do to this car, is put some freaking
Oh no, it's got a little resistance.
junkyard struts. Much cleaner, indeed. Gross. Ugh.
That was a nest.
Indeed, it was a nest. There was another nest in that little air box too, and we put it back in. Shook it out, and a little nest came out. All right, we're gonna go grab baby Jack and head back, and I'll close out the video there. This is little baby Jack. He's not happy right now. But we're gonna go ahead and take this car to my brother's girlfriend's work, and then yeah, so that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like. If you got to this point, leave a like because I know you enjoyed it. And yeah, so we're gonna get on that so baby Jack can be happy. But thanks for watching. Peace. Figured give you one more look at the car with the wheels, since this video is gonna be titled "My Car Gets New Wheels." Little baby Jack is still right here. He's happier now after the drive. It's my nephew. But alright. That's it.